State Farm Fieldhouse. And the first possession belongs to the Hawkeyes. Turning, Hayden. Well, don't know if I was expecting that range from Hayden to start the game. Talia Scott loses the handle. Stolke. Good Chad Wright slows it down. Feuerbach, three, good.
It's the four-year player for the Bears, but it is the defense leading to offense for Iowa. Baylor must get back and get this. Wasn't ready to shoot, and then she was never in rhythm.
Hayden keeps possession. Sophomore turns and scores again. Good start for Ava Hayden.
Van Geitenbeek just a push tempo.
Put up off the glass and in. And Baylor.
All their games this season, it's not just the blocks, it's the cumulative effect and the altered shots, but Stolke does not alter that shot whatsoever. Honestly, Baylor so far has just looked a little sped up in the offense, whether it's been their shot attempts or their movements. That one looked pure. That's called Talia Scott. That
is. Fired off the glass. Offensive rebound. Hayden keeping it alive, and that leads to more points for Strimlow. 4 points for Hayden. She's on the bench. Gives way to the true freshman, Layla Hayes, in the low post for Baylor. Needed bucket for them to cut it down to 4.
And already 6 blocks in this game for Baylor.
Aggressive drive by Talia Scott.
And Talia Scott in transition, just blowing by defenders. Nikki Collins said, diagonal back screen. Supposed to be a down screen. Hayden was late to it.
Feuerbach feeds Stolke. She turns, shoots, and scores. Swish. Hannah Stolke. Kicks to the corner. Done 3. Good. New team was just kind of hanging out in that right corner, waiting for the right time in the pass.
And Nikki Collins yesterday spent a lot of their practice just trying to empower Dunn to get more aggressive offensively. Eight offensive rebounds now for Iowa.
Stolke has it blocked.
This is a grown woman block. She times this perfectly. 8 blocks.
And she does. And she responds. Kayla Johnson fires left side 3. Miss Scott. Nelms, offensive rebound, and there's the first Baylor lead of the game. Kayla Nelms gave you the idea that she was going to see some minutes here for sure.
Well, based on how they're playing the low post, they're trying not to allow Iowa to get their traditional posting up spot in the half court.
Well, Scott just hit her second 3 now after an Iowa turnover. Puts it up again and knocks it down. 13 points. Open 3, and that ends the drought for the Hawkeyes. Taylor McCabe, a badly needed bucket for Iowa. She kept it from going into the backcourt, but now Strimlow has it for Iowa. Advances, chit-chat, got it! And suddenly Iowa's alive again, and the game is tied. Scott quiets. He's going to take the final shot. Will they get one up? Johnson down to 2, down to 1. Nelms got it at the buzzer. Kayla Nelms.
Just when you thought momentum was all Iowa, Johnson finds Nelms on the weak side for a huge bucket for Baylor going into the half.
Hawkeyes turn it over on their first possession. A Little Page bugs a screen that took right to the deck. And Geitenbeek hits a 3 from the right side. Leah Scott looking to get downhill, spinning, took a little contact, plays on, fights through it, and scores. Feuerbach feeds the post. Houston, great pass, fouls Hayden scores and a chance for a three-point play.
Like I told you, good things happen when Journey Houston gets on the floor. She draws the double team. Hayden smartly cuts to the rim on the backside, realizing she had 26 points in their last outing against Lemoyne, a double-double with 11 rebounds. I just think they need to get some balanced scoring instead of just quick hitter after quick hitter for Talia Scott.
Hayden gets it to fall, and it's a one-point game. Stokey comes up to set the screen. Rodriguez into the lane with the left hand scores. Looking for their first lead since fairly early in the second quarter. Strimlow gives it to him. Strimlow behind the back in the lane. Kept possession and scores. From the free throw line, and that ends the drought.
Inside.
Catch and shoot three off the inbounds for Scott. Strimlow gets it back with 10 to shoot, and she launches and hits. A swish from Taylor Strimlow. Freshman Hayes is in the game, number 12 for Iowa.
Baylor's bigs are just really physical with the low post.
Oh, Stokey, the recipient, somehow Strimlow, and they kept that alive. Scott has some space and connects. And a Baylor response to make it a one-point game. Strimlow playing great here in the second half. And Stokey seems to be shaking off an ankle injury from the first half. Scott from the left side. Oh! Back and forth we go! Seven to shoot. Hayden shoots and scores.
I mean, for anyone else, that would be career high. But this is just a typical night for Talia Scott.
Wow.
And it's been off ball reversal, it seems, when she's been able to really catch and score.
Loose ball. McCabe saves it to Hayden.
2012. And I have to say it again, and they're without their starting point guard in Chit-Chat Wright.
Scott. Run out by Rodriguez. Here she comes again. Rodriguez gets it now and adds to the lead. It makes it 54-51 and taken away by McCabe. And what a sequence by Iowa. A quick 4 points to lead by 5. And Baylor uses their second timeout.
Emily Rodriguez, coast to coast, kisses it off the glass. And Little Paige Buggs doesn't even look, just throws it in. McCabe there, right time, right place. Iowa with a quick 4-0 run to take a 5-point lead in this game.
It's almost like McCabe ran towards Little Paige Buggs to confuse her like she was...
I think she read Little Paige Buggs.
All right, here we go. They put a little time on, 16.9. Three from the corner, hit the side of the backboard from Kayla Nelms. Scott a three. Foul on the floor with 7.7 seconds left. Foul against
Rodriguez over
Rodriguez, yeah.
Nice screen by Hayden.
Stokey gets it back, Rodriguez, and they're going to eat up the time, and Iowa wins it by 5. Baylor without a field goal the last 6-13 of the game, missed their last 10 shots, and Iowa goes on a late run and wins it by 5, 57-52.
First of all, hats off to both these head coaches. This is what we need in November. This will only make both programs better to get challenged like this early in the season.